Hello, future CAs. Welcome to our CA Interlaw Exemption batch for May 25, September 25, or Jan 26 exams. Law is such a beautiful paper, but before I talk about this exemption batch for CA Interlaw, I want to take a moment to thank all the students who watched our law marathon or shared it in the previous attempt. We got 1 lakh plus views, and I'm very grateful for that, guys. Now, coming back to our CA Interlaw exemption batch, this is more than just classes where I give you classes, you watch that, go home. No, it is not just that. What is included over here? First, your class is going to be for 100 hours, guys. That's it. We don't have a concept of regular crash. No. 100 hours for law for you to get your 100 marks. Whether you're learning for the first time or you already studied law, it is more than sufficient 100 hours. We are not doing advanced accounting or some taxation paper. Now, this 100 hours breakup is going to be like this in this class. First 75 hours is going to be deep concepts, telling you the why and telling you the logic behind every single provision, so you get full holistic conceptual understanding for the full syllabus, guys. This 75 hours also, I will give you a simple smart schedule. We call it the triple S. Using that, you will understand how to watch the classes. Once the concepts are done, you need to practice for exams. So we will also be giving you a 15 hours workout batch where for 15 hours we will be solving 400 plus past exam questions, RTP, MTP. I will show you that material in a few minutes. And the last 10 hours, I call that the magic 10 hours, guys. What are we going to do in these magic 10 hours? Follow. In this magic 10 hours, I will be giving you another marathon for CA Interlaw. Yes, of course, one marathon is already there, but freshly I will be recording a new marathon using our color material, new marathon for May 25, September 25 and Jan 26 exams. Along with that, I will not leave you over there. I got concepts, I got workout, I got marathon. You will also be given a presentation guide. How to present answers in exam for a 2-mark question, for a 3-mark question, for a 4 or 5-mark question. How to present 60 minutes presentation guide, taking answers of actual students and giving feedback on how to improve. And the last magic in our class, those who already watched the marathon also will know that section numbers becomes so easy to remember in our class. How, sir? I will be attaching this video with a demo. You watch the demo for just 5 minutes. I will guarantee you in the first 5 minutes, 5 section numbers will go into your pocket. In our class, section numbers are not an additional effort. It's part of the class. It's like how for idli you get sambar. In our class, along with the class, section numbers will automatically get into your system. And for you to revise these section numbers, I will also be giving you section number capsules chapter wise for you to revise section numbers, where I will be seated. I will be saying section 70, 71, 72. I will keep repeating this and we will repeat them together, guys. Now, to proceed further, sir, what are the materials that we have? Look at this. For all the students who are joining our CA Interlaw exemption batch, you don't have to pay a single rupee extra. You will be getting the soft copy for free. If you want hard copy, you can pay extra and get the hard copy. So this is the material, guys. I've just showed you accounts of companies. Like this we have for all chapters, guys. We have simple notes for all chapters. Okay. And then proceeding, workout material and Gen Z notes. Our Gen Z notes everybody uses this. What is this Gen Z notes? Auditors chapter might be so big, but in our class we will prepare Gen Z notes for each chapter, and that's it. Auditors is just going to be 1 or 2 pages where you will get the Gen Z notes. In those 75 hours, we will prepare Gen Z notes together, but I will also give you soft copy of these Gen Z notes, guys. And what is the workout material? For each chapter, I told you we have a lot of questions. 400 pages of just question answers. If you look at this, you will have the question answer in a particular format. How it has to be presented will also be given. So like I said, in the class you will be having 75 hours of concepts with schedule, 15 hours workout and 10 hours of magic. The magic is just your marathon, presentation guide and section number capsules. If you watch these 100 hours with discipline, following these materials, the hard copy or soft copy of concept note, similarly with workout material and Gen Z notes, I can guarantee you nothing less than 60 will come. I have been teaching for the last 7 years. It took me 7 years to call a batch exemption batch. I can't simply call a batch as exemption batch, guys. There is so much effort that goes in to create all this content for you guys to get the exemption. Of course, with just this promise, I don't want to take this class, sir. I want a demo. So one full chapter, audit and auditors, for 60 minutes, covering almost 4 to 5 sections. I'm giving you the demo, followed by this introduction video. The demo will start, guys. You can watch the demo. But before I get to the demo, if you want affordable CA inter classes, especially law over here, our prices are very affordable. For CA inter law, it is just going to be 3,999 without hard copy, but you will get the soft copy. If you want hard copies, you just have to pay 4,999 with hard copies at the caclassroom.com. Of course, our classes are going to be 100% in English. In whatever language I'm speaking to you now, it's going to be in that, guys. You just go to the CA Classroom website. You will find CA Inter Law for 3,999. You can buy with hard copy or without hard copy. Both options are available over here. Sir, I already purchased your Fusion subscription. I already purchased Inter subscription, or I purchased some combo, or I purchased some regular class. Don't worry. At the CA Classroom, I will not confuse you with regular, crash and different classes. We have just one class for whichever course that you take. You will anyway get the same law class. Here I am explaining law features separately for you. Whether you have taken Fusion, subscription, group combo, it's going to be the same 100 hours. Now for the next 60 minutes, enjoy the chapter Audit and Auditors. Why I am giving Auditors chapter demo is you have to become auditors, and this is the background for that, this chapter, which will give you motivation to become an auditor, guys. Go enjoy. Thank you so much. Let's start off with Audit and Auditors, section 139 to 148. Like I always repeat, to remember section numbers, don't look at the whole act, look at that particular chapter, focus on that chapter. If you're climbing steps in Tirupati, for example, looking at everything, or going for a trek, looking at the whole mountain, it's going to be scary. One step at a time. Now, you're all studying and struggling in CA, foundation, inter, final, that hard work for 4, 5, 6, how many ever years is to become an auditor end of the day, correct? That means this is what you're going to practice in life in the future after you qualify for the rest of the life in this field is this chapter. That means you need to remember the provisions of this chapter, of course, for exam and even after exam. Okay, so now if you look at this chapter, these are the sections. Sir, this is the overview. I will come back and explain the overview, but let me give you the structure in my style. First, if you want to be an auditor of any company, you have to be a CA. Can I be a BCom until I will be auditor? You might have the skill, but
Our system requires that qualification. So 141 talks about eligible. Are you eligible? Are you eligible to be a CA student? Some mark sheet, all of that. Are you eligible to be a CA or not for any company? For example, let's say your brother is the founder of a company. Can you be auditor of that company? No. You don't need audit. You don't have to learn auditor's chapter for that. You can't be auditor of your father's company or your mother's company. Why? Because same family. So like that eligibility we will see in 141. Once you're eligible, what happens next? You get appointed. That is section 139 talks about appointment. And once if you don't want to work there, or if they are firing you, removal, how the auditor leaves the company in different ways. Removal, resignation is 140. This is one set triangle. 141 is eligibility, then 139 appointment, 140. Ideally it should be 139, 140, 141. No? It should be like that. Okay. But how they have given us in the order of law, 139 is appointment, 140 removal. Then only they talk about are you eligible to be appointed and being removed. Okay. Next. This is one set. Are you following, guys? Next you have 142, 143 and 144. Now I'm just giving you section numbers overview. Okay. Easy to remember in this chapter also. So far all chapters easy, guys. Okay. Now why are you working hard to become a CA? Main reason. Some of you even shared in the class loudly. Money. Apart from money, leave money alone. Second reason or first reason for others, respect and that status and respect that gives you that power, that little power. Correct? Now I would say for everybody, two reasons would be, one is money, one is that status, respect. Of course that comes along with power. Does anybody have none of these two reasons why you want to be CA? You might have some emotional reasons, parents, all of that. But for most people, these two will be there. So the most important thing for you is 142. Remuneration. Money. Remuneration of auditor. And along with remuneration comes power. With money comes power. Have you heard that statement, guys? So 142 talks about remuneration of auditor and 143 talks about powers and duties. Are you following, guys? Clear? Are you all understanding? Okay. Now you will get this powers and duties only if you enjoy and love what you are doing. What is 143 code word? 143 code word. You need to love what you are doing. Then only you will get remuneration and power. Are you following, guys? You need to enjoy the power that you have. Are you following? You need to love that power. Okay. Now with lot of money and lot of power, what comes next? With lot of power, lot of money, next what will happen to a human automatically? Responsibility will no. You will start getting more, arrogant. You will start getting more superior. You will think you are the dictator to control this world. Okay, you will start getting the head weight. Okay, so that's why they are saying with money and power, don't have the head weight. 144, auditor not to render certain services. So you should not do everything. Just because you have money and power, don't do everything. You have to stop at one point. 144. So these three are one set. 142 remuneration, 143 powers and duties, 144 auditor not to render certain services. Are you understanding how beautifully they structured the sections, guys? So we are done from 139 to 144. Next 145, 146, 147, 148. That's it. I already told you story for 148. What? Last section, your last preference is what? Cost audit. No offense to any cost audit students here. Example purpose. In CMA class, I will tell cost audit is the best. Okay. Now, we have three more sections. Okay, fine. You cleared CA. Now, what you want to do next? You want that status, respect. Everybody craves for that signature. You will enjoy the first signature. Huh? You will get that ink pen. You will sign, take photo, put selfie, whatever. Put story, whatever, guys. So 145 talks about sign towards the end, once you're eligible to be auditor, once you're appointed, and then once you get the remuneration, once you exercise your powers in duties in 143, then only you can sign. You can't sign on the first day of audit. So 145 talks about sign, and that sign, that power, where you will exercise in the AGM. In the AGM only you will go show off, I am the auditor, I will sit in the first row. So 146 talks about auditor has to attend AGM. 145, 146. So this is basically 139 to 146. These provisions, you are misusing the power, you are a fraudulent auditor. Now what happens? Punishment. What section is left? 147. Penalty, punishment, fraud. I told you fraud, na, there will be 4 or 7. 147. See, if auditor does fraud, imprisonment 147. We told in different chapter also. Always this fraud will have 4 or 7. Okay. Clear, guys? Now you got the introduction for the chapter. Easy. Section numbers are easy. We will slowly learn. That's what we have over here also. This is continuous order. If you look at the weight, in terms of time consumption, the most time consumption will be for these 4. Okay, these 4 only is the biggest sections. Each section will take half an hour minimum. Remaining sections are small. Some are 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Now we will start off with sections. Are you done with the introduction and structure of the chapter, guys? See, I can straight away skip this. Go to sections. But you will not know what we are learning itself. You got the idea, guys, what to expect in this chapter. Okay. Now exam oriented. I always like to start with my favorite section. What is your favorite section, guys? 142. I didn't tell. You told 142. Remuneration is what we have to start with. Always. Okay. Remuneration of auditor. Fine. Remuneration of auditor. Usually every other class they will start with 139 appointment eligibility. First remuneration, then only rest. Okay. Now remuneration of auditor. How much can, this is a simple small section, 5-10 minutes. Okay. How much do you think an auditor will charge for his services for doing audit? How much, guys? Okay, let's say we'll take Monish. How much you will charge if you are doing the audit of, let's say, India Cements, Chennai Super Kings, CSK team? How much you will charge? Yes, Monish, give me an amount. Fast, we don't have time. 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs? Yes, next. Srinidhi. That's why I'm asking. Srinidhi, how much you will charge if you are the auditor of India Cements? India Cements, for those who don't know, is the owner of CSK cricket team. Now you will know. Per annum, of course. Srinidhi. 10 lakhs. 10 crores, Arvind. Depends upon turnover. So, each person has their number. Correct? Same way, for the same, see, for a shoe you can buy in Nike brand for something. You can buy local also different. Remuneration is what you feel is worth your service. Reliance in India pays the highest remuneration to its auditors. Deloitte, for a year, they pay about 33 crores as the audit fee. ITC pays around 3 crores as audit fee. We will see India Cements audit fee in some time for how much CSK is paying, including all of that. So now remuneration is what you charge. This section talks about remuneration only for statutory audit. Remember that very clearly. You can do multiple other service, tax audit, GST audit, internal audit, cost audit, different section. CA can't do cost audit. Okay. Other services you can do consultancy. We are talking only about the main statutory audit, which is mandatory every year. This section talks only about that. Okay. Now I'm asking, this remuneration can be of 2 types. Okay. Now visualize. Let's say you are getting audit of, let's say, CSK team. Okay. With India Cements. Now, the auditor will go to the stadium and audit, or he will audit from office. Stadium only. Stadium only, office will be there. So, CSK office will be there inside the stadium. You will go to the stadium. If you are the auditor of BCCI, you will have to travel to every stadium to audit. You should not audit from your location. You need to go to the client's location. Are you following, guys? That's when you will know what is actually happening there. What is the process? Are you understanding, guys? Meaning, sir, I'm not able to understand. Let's say you're doing audit of a simple restaurant. Okay. according to you, restaurant is operating in a certain matter in your head. But only when you go there, you will know the end-to-end operation as what is happening. If you spend 1 week there, you will understand that business. Then you will be able to better audit the business. Am I making sense to you? Just like how offline class is effective, recording is effective. Loudly, guys. Offline class. Now, recording students know that, but because they are not able to come offline because of various factors, they are watching recording. That means you have to put 5x effort, all the recording fellows. Okay. Now, fine. Come back to exam oriented. Simple. Remuneration includes what? That means for you, why I told all this, you have to travel to the client's location. To travel to the client's location, money, who will pay? Company will pay. Sir, now I want to go to my Gen Z notes and write down for exam what should I remember, sir. We are in audit and we are in auditors chapter. Okay. First we are starting off with 142. What to remember for exam? This is only for statutory audit. Next I spoke about basically this travel expense. Like this audit, apart from service, there will be other expense like travel, food, accommodation. Who will spend this money? Company only. So the audit fee is inclusive of or exclusive of travel, food, expense. Are you understanding, guys? Meaning, some companies will tell, for example, Arvind told he wants 10 crores for CSK. CSK will tell, take 10 crores. After this, I will not give you 1 rupee also. Within the 10 crores, you spend for travel, food, expense. Some companies are good. They will tell, take 10 crores. After that, you spend for travel, food and other expense. That means they are trying to say it can be audit fees plus travel, food and other expense, or it will be audit fees inclusive of everything. Who decides this? Company, not the auditor. Company will decide. So when you're doing articleship, some companies, some clients will pay you money for travel to go to client place. Some clients, they will say, no, we can't pay. You have to spend that. Are you following, guys? That's it. Lastly, who decides the auditor's fee? Board of directors. Who is appointing? Shareholders. So shareholders will decide. So shareholders will decide what, guys? Remuneration by passing an ordinary resolution. Are you following, guys? Why ordinary resolution? You will see in meeting chapter. If you have already studied meeting chapter, you will know why it is ordinary resolution. I told that 30 minutes magic session is there. In that session, you will know when I should pass OR, when I should pass SR. Okay. There will be no confusion. No need to mug up also. I am telling you now itself. Remuneration, why OR, don't mug up. In meeting chapter, section 1 or 2 will give you clarity. Okay. Fine. That's it. We are done with section 142, guys. We have spent enough time. So if I just go read the points of section 142. Yeah, that's it. So look at this. It is fixed by the company in general meeting, of course, by ordinary resolution. Then remuneration should also include other fees like travel, expense, etc. But does not include for additional other services. That's why I wrote here what, guys? Only for statutory audit. Are you following, guys? Same remuneration, if it is first auditor, it is decided by the board of directors. Are you following, guys? Decided by the board of directors. Why first auditor, na board of directors? Very simple. We are now in which chapter, guys? Audit and auditors. See, you need to understand why first auditor board. Then there is no looking back. Sometimes in exam, if you don't know also, you will be able to derive the law. This is April, start of the year. This is March, end of the year. I told you after end of the year, what happens? There is going to be books of accounts prepared by board of directors. Then auditor will do the audit and give audit report, and then only we conduct an AGM where shareholders are coming itself for the first time. Correct? Are you following, guys? So if this is April 24, this is March 25, assume this is May 25, August 25, September 25. Are you following, guys? Now shareholders will appoint auditor where? AGM. In the first AGM, already audit should have been completed. So if this is the first year of company, how can I appoint auditor in the AGM where I by an AGM already audit should have been completed? Therefore, for the first auditor alone, who is appointing? Board is appointing. Board will decide what, guys? Remuneration also. That's it. Sir, all this fine, sir. For exam, what to remember? Remuneration is for statutory auditor. Audit fees can be inclusive or exclusive of expenses. Who decides? Shareholders. What resolution? Ordinary. First auditor. Board decides the remuneration. Are you following, guys? Understanding? That's it. 142 is done. Any doubts in this? Hello? Can we proceed to next section, guys? Okay. Fine. Next one is section. I'm taking 2 to 3 small sections first. Okay. 145. I'll finish off the small sections first. 145 is what? Auditor has to sign. Now, do you know how articles will be, guys? Who will do most of the work? Articles. Auditor will just come and sign. He is not going to blindly sign. You will see memes. Article is doing all the work. Auditor is just coming and signing. No. Of course, he's trusting you, but he will do his review. You will send him the working papers. He will review everything. Can the article tell, I did the work, I will sign? No. Only CA has to sign audit report. Now in a firm, let's say in a firm of 3 partners, let's say 3 auditors, we will take 3 people, let's say, yes, name, Sharanya, then Jayshri. Who's Jayshri? Jayshri, who's Sweta? Sweta. S square J, okay, or SJS firm, okay, SJS and Co. In this firm is the auditor of, let's say, CSK. Now, any partner can sign or only a specific partner should sign? Who is the auditor here? Firm. Firm means liability is joint and several. That means all the 3 partners will suffer if there is any loss. They will benefit if there is any gain. That is the whole idea of partnership. The firm represents all the partners. The partners represents the other partners in firm. We studied this in Foundation Partnership Act. We kept saying partnership. Now mutual agency. One partner represents the other partner. That means who should sign? Any partner can sign. Are you following, guys? See, I will have a dedicated partner for CSK. Let's say Sharanya. But if Sharanya is not able to sign for whatever reason, then who can sign? Jayshri or Sweta on behalf of the firm. Can the firm alone sign and partners will not sign? No. Because firm does not have the concept of separate legal entity. So partner has to sign on behalf of the firm. Are you understanding, guys? So 145 says CA has to sign audit report. In case of a firm, who can sign? Any partner can sign. Are you following, guys? Understanding? Is there any? That's it. 145 is done. Now what will you do in the audit report? See, we saw that annual report in books of accounts chapter. Here also we are seeing India Cements. 244 pages. If I just go to the audit report of independent auditors report here in page 101. Okay. This is here, yeah, independent auditors report. Fine. Auditor of India Cements is Brahmaya and Co. Chennai Royapeta is the firm. Okay. Fine. Now this report is starting in page 103. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going, yeah. It's going for about, and there's annexure also. So it's going for many pages. Do you really think the shareholder will read this whole thing? Do you think he will read, guys? Tell honestly. He will read all of this, no. So much annexures they have given, audit report is still going. Correct? Again, annexure B to independent auditor's report, it's going. That's it. Then only balance sheet came, and finally, who has signed for CSK? CSK is signed by some Sri Krishna is the partner who has signed. So look at this. On behalf of, no, this is, branch auditor. So on behalf of Brahmaya and Co, Sri Krishna has signed on 20th of May. Now, nobody is going to read this whole thing. So what they are saying, where are all the shareholders meeting? AGM. Now let's say, let me give an example. Let's say, now in school parent teachers meet. What parents will do? If there is one naughty student, intentionally in front of all the parents, adi vaanguvaanga. Correct? He will get scoldings. If to parents separately, they might tell lot of lecture. They might give one report card with lot of paragraph. Son is doing this, daughter is doing that. But in person, when they tell in front of everybody, only impact is more. Correct? So where are all the shareholders meeting? AGM. Even though I have given this report, shareholders are not going to read. So what this section says is, our CA, the important points in the what audit report, he has to read in the AGM so that everybody sleeps. Are you following, guys? Clear? So that is the next point. Look at this. That's it. 145 is over. Person appointed as auditor is authorized to sign. Who can article signer? No. Only partner can sign on behalf of the only partner who is a CA. Of course. Last one, the qualification, reservation or comments, if any, where the auditor feels are important, shall, the word shall means mandatory, shall be read before the company in the general meeting and be open to any inspection by the any member. Are you following, guys? If there is any important points. So here, what they are saying, auditor has to sign, and observations and reservations read at AGM. Are you following, guys? Observations and reservations you will read in the AGM. For example, in our audit report, what would be the observations? Look at this. Independent auditor's report starts here. This opinion paragraph is here. Come down. There will be some key matters. Look at this. Emphasis of matter, key audit matters. If there are few things, any important case or whatever they are not able to do, not everything. So emphasis of matter and separate paragraph is there. Now look at this. There is a Competition Commission of India, CCI, case against the company for 187 crores. And this is now currently in Supreme Court. The company has appealed against the order in Supreme Court. That means against India Cement there is a case for 187 crores in Supreme Court. Important thing. So I will read this in the AGM. That's it. Otherwise you will not read this. That's it. Are you following, guys? Okay. Fine. We are done with two sections. 142 and I will do the last small section in this. 146. Sir, for exam, what to remember? 142 talks about remuneration. Remuneration is inclusive or exclusive of expenses, depends on the company. But remuneration is only for what auditor? Who decides remuneration? Shareholders. First, by passing ordinary resolution. First auditor? Board of Directors. That's it. That's it for exam. Whatever other things I told, just summa for time pass. Exam only this. 145. Auditor has to sign. Can some other partner sign? Yes, absolutely fine. If there are any reservations, read in the AGM. That's it. Are you following, guys? Okay, everybody understanding? Next, 146. 146 talks about what? Auditor has to attend AGM. Now follow, guys. Why should the auditor attend AGM? Is it mandatory or optional? See, are you able to understand all these provisions without learning about qualification, disqualification, even without knowing what is AGM? Are you able to follow? That's why I explained basic terms. That basic terms is more than enough. Are you following? Sanjay, are you understanding? Without knowing meeting chapter, are you able to follow, guys? Yes, in fact, in law, all the 10 chapters I can teach in any order. It's not like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not like income tax. It's not like accounts. Accounts, unless I teach schedule 3, I can't teach you consolidation, I can't teach amalgamation, I can't teach cash flow. Here it's not like that. Basic terms we finish now, anything is fine. Theory papers are like that. Okay. Now, we will be auditor of only one company or multiple companies. You can be auditor of multiple companies. Now, let's say two friends called you for wedding on the same day, same time, different location. How will you go? Only one you can attend. Both are close friends. But still you will pick and go only for one. You can't go for both. Let's say different cities. What you will do? Proxy. Who is the proxy? Wife எப்படி உனக்கு friend? I mean, அவங்களுக்கு friend. Okay. Leave it. Okay. Next. So you have to pick one. Like that, if auditor is auditor of two companies and both the companies are having AGM on the same day, even if it is same city, let's say same area, sir, it's in Nungambakam, Chennai, 2 kilometers away, still you will come, both will start at 10 a.m. Where I will go? Only one only I can attend fully. Correct? If you want, you can be 10 to 11 here, go there 11 to 12, you can somehow manage. So there may be a scenario where I cannot attend both. First of all, if I have to attend only one, is it mandatory? Is it mandatory to attend? Yes. What do you think? Now, who's paying you the money? In company, shareholders. Who appointed you? You gave report to whom? Shareholders. That means when shareholders are meeting, you have to be there. In school, parent teachers meet, report card they gave fail marks, they gave bad remarks. Then parents, what to say, they call parents, teacher is not there. What you will do? Same way, auditor has to attend the AGM. So, auditor shall attend the AGM. Are you following, guys? But the wordings used will be, when you read the law, it looks like optional, but interpretation, auditor has to attend. So I'll just rewrite this over here. In simple, sir, what to remember for exam? Auditor shall attend AGM. That's it. No questions in this. You have to attend. Okay. Only one day in a year. So that's fine. You should plan your schedule like that. Usually, when will all the AGMs be? We did that timeline now. So in the timeline, if you see, don't expect AGM in March, Feb, Jan. Because after year gets over, there is some time for preparing books of accounts. Then I should go anyway. My team should go and do the after only AGM. So usually it will be July, August, September. For all listed, July, August, and September is when it will be. So you can predict. It's not like suddenly they told, I plan international trip. No. But suppose some cases, what if auditor is not able to attend? Like genuine case, 2 AGMs on the same day. What to do? Now, same thing. This SJS, if Sharanya is not able to go, Jayashree will go. Some other CA, authorized representative, should go. I can't send article. Another CA has to go. Otherwise, article anga poitu, if he asks some questions, what will happen? Or if he is not able to answer, the responsibility falls on the partner. Okay. Anga poitu article kepa. I didn't get this. My stipend is less. Can you please increase it? In my firm, they are not giving petrol expense. Gone. Okay. So, look at the questions. Will auditor get notice? Of course, yes. Notice na invite. Okay. More than that, can auditor attend? Yes. By himself or through an authorized representative who should also be an auditor. Can auditor talk in the meeting? Yes. You have right to talk in the meeting. That's it. Okay. So auditor shall attend. If not possible, then authorized representative. Of course, who's a CA. Now my question, let's say for whatever reason in this firm SJS and Co, Sharanya, Jayashree and Sweta, all three are busy. All the three are busy. Then who will go? Monish, can I send some other CA who's not a partner of this firm? Yes. They have not given saying partner of the firm. See, all three may be busy. I want a CA who can go and answer. Some employee of the firm can go, no. Employee who's a CA. Meaning, see, Deloitte might have 200 partners, okay, who are CAs. But Deloitte will also have 1500 employees who are CAs. So if partner is not able to go, some employee CA will go. Manager, senior manager can go. Are you following, guys? Clear? Idea is, in that AGM, if there is any queries, they should be able to answer. Clear? Done? So we are done with 3 sections. Fully done. 142, 145 and 146. What is 142? Remuneration. What is 145? Auditor has to sign. What is 146? Auditor has to attend the AGM. Done with the key points here, guys. Okay. And he will attend in the attending also, like here. When he attends, right to speak or be heard. That's it. Right to speak or be heard. Are you all following, guys? Any doubts? Hello? Okay. Fine. So if I come to the start of the chapter. Anyway, penalty is not time consuming. Penalty is small one. So we are done with 142. We are done with 145. We are done with 146. Are you all with me, guys? Hello? Punishment last. I will take it in the last 147. You will be able to connect better. If I don't follow all these sections, what will happen? For example, you signed where you are not supposed to sign. So 147 gets activated. 148, separate discussion, cost audit. Now we will do one last section, auditor not to render certain services, so that the 4 segments, the easy part of the chapter is done. Other 4 also are easy, but little lengthy. That's it. Okay. Auditor not to render certain services. Okay. To understand this better, P&L, balance sheet. What is the auditor doing? Actually, what happens in audit? Let's discuss. Let's deviate to audit class for a minute so that you will do this section better. We already discussed the other day, one day, how will you do audit of debtors? Correct? Remember, guys, initial Satyam scam I spoke about first day. I think in dividend chapter. Okay. Now, I want you to know tomorrow once you go to articleship, how will you do audit of salary? If the amount here is correct or not. End of the day, what are you giving certification? Everything is true and fair. That means the numbers given there are true and fair. Nambulang guys, ang number is correct. You don't have to worry. So, you tell me, how will you check this? Simple. Let's take Infosys, or let's take India Cements itself. India Cements might have 500 employees. Okay. And let's say the payroll cost. Let's see India Cements financials itself. Okay. Little bit down we go. Now, the balance sheet is over. Here. That's it. P&L. Employee benefit expenses. Here if you see 34. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which is 37 lakhs 469 in lakhs now when we do it in crores. Okay. No, in crores. Okay, 37,000 lakhs approximately, guys. 37,000 lakhs is there. 37,000 in lakhs. How will you check if this is true or fair? What will you do? Can you give me some examples, points as to what you will do? Check how many employees are there first. How will you check that? Will you go counter? So you will check the payroll register where I have listed down all the 500 employees. What if I create fake employees? Check attendance. Attendance what? So, if they have actually worked or not, what you will check? This work is not for statutory auditor. Are employees all actually there? Are employees actually coming and working? Who will do all this? Internal auditor will do this. He is checking controls. Your work is checking the accuracy of this number of 37,000 lakhs. assuming I will take the assumption that 500 employees are there, or I will rely on the internal auditor's report. My work is financial accuracy. So what I should do? Is it computed correctly? 500 employees into salary, is it correct? Those who have taken leave, have you reduced the salary? Then when you pay salary, you have to pay PF, ESI. Is that PF ESI should be paid to the department monthly on 20th and 20th only, no? 15th, sorry, yeah, 15th you have to pay. Is that 15th you are paying or not? Monthly reconciliation you have to do. Are you following, guys? Then randomly you will catch a few employees in the canteen. See, audit is skill. Not everything will be available in the system. What you should do, you should go to canteen of that company. You should not tell your auditor. Simply talk to a few people, become their friends, take them out for tea break. Then you should slowly ask them. They will give you the full information about the company. Then from the information they have given, you should be able to do the audit. Are you following, guys? You will check all of this accuracy. Fine. And you will also check if the entries are passed as per AS 15 employee benefit, or Ind AS you will check if it's passed as per Ind AS 19 over there. Are you following, guys? Clear? TDS. If TDS TDS will come only for consultants. Correct? Employees only PF ASA will come. Okay. Salary TDS. Correct. Yeah. Salary TDS. I was thinking of 194J. Okay. Tax, my knowledge is weak, guys. I'm not tax faculty. Okay. Yes. That TDS will also come on salary. Deducting TDS and paying. Correct. You have to check if TDS is correctly deducted and it is remitted. This process only you will check. Are you understanding, guys? Now, and entries are correct or not. Now I'm coming to the next question. This entire process in a company is easy or difficult? No, for the company I'm saying, not for you. To maintain all this PF, ESI, TDS deduction, correctly paying employees salary, correctly computing for employees salary, easy or difficult? Not that easy for companies. So what companies does is they need to have a HR team. Then with HR team it is easier. It is easy if there is a HR team. I can't do it alone. So like this, there are some companies called HR tech team. They will provide HR services. Sir, I'm not able to understand, sir. Let me give an example. What Airtel actually does is, in Airtel's financials, the HR is outsourced to some other company. For example, we have a company called ADP India. Okay. ADP India will do the HR and payroll work for Airtel. So for Airtel, headache is over. Sir, I am a content creator, sir. I have to record videos. I have to edit. I have to add music. Then I have to put correct cuts. Then I have to put one thumbnail. Then I have to upload. Not easy. What I will do? I will outsource this full work to a digital marketing agency. So they will take care of everything. They will just tell me one date. I will go that day and do shoot and come back. They will take care of everything, correct? Like that, this HR work is outsourced to others. These are called HR technology companies. Now, as a CA, can you provide HR tech services as a consulting CA? Can you do HR services? Yes. If you are doing the HR services for a company, that means you have only built this system. Can you be the CA of this company also? No. In other words, if you prepare the P&L and balance sheet, can you come and audit that? Can you correct your own answer sheet in CA exam? No. That is what is section 144. All this discussion is to say in section 144, follow guys. Auditor, leave all the background I gave you. It is just for you to understand what you do in auditor, not related to the section, but the section now you will understand. Auditor not to render certain services. Look at the services over here. Okay. For example, accounting and bookkeeping. Sir, I am preparing the accounts, journal, ledger, P&L. Can I do the audit? No. So if you are the statutory auditor, you can't do this. Next, Can you see here? Management service point 8. What is that? I just gave an example now. Doing the, for management, doing the HR work. One more, let's say, one more example of management services. Consulting services. Keeping employees happy. I'll give you many cases. So all these you can't do. You can't do internal audit under section 138. Meaning, if you are the internal auditor, you can't be the statutory auditor. Are you understanding, guys? Why? You are relying on yourself. Internal auditor is saying control is good. You are relying on that control and focusing on financial numbers. So you are doing both ends work. Are you getting it, guys? We need to separate the independence. We can't give it to the same person. If you ask a cook how the food is, he will tell it's good only. You need to ask somebody else. Fine. Understanding. Now, that means each of these 8 points is a career option for you. Correct? So we will discuss about all of this in a bit. I will give you examples. What are the career options for each of these points? But now I am more focused on exam. Okay. How loopholes can come over here. Can you just have a rough read here? Design, implementation of financial information, actuarial service, investment advisory, investment banking, outsourced financial service. I will explain each of these points in detail. Okay. But for exam, just be aware of this. What I should remember for exam is what? Let me finish first. Okay, let me finish it first. Now, you cannot provide, let's take auditor, SJS. SJS is the firm we had, correct? For CSK, or CSK is under which company? India Cements. This one diagram will complete 144. And for India Cements holding and for India Cements subsidiary. This we call as the group. Group under which section? Only 144. For this group, look at the wordings here. And now I'm focusing fully exam. What we discussed so far, giving you background. Next 15 minutes exam. Again I'll come back to other points. Such services, what we saw here, I will again come back to it, shall not be rendered directly or indirectly to the company, its holding or subsidiary. That means our SJS, that firm what we saw, should not provide for India Cements sort of holding and subsidiary, all these services. Are you following, guys? Now SJS also can have a holding firm. SJS also, so holding firm is called parent firm. SJS can also have subsidiary firm. SJS can also have associate firm. Are you following, guys? So you tell me, if SJS, in our example who we saw, if SJS firm is the auditor of India Cements, can SJS parent be auditor of India Cements? Yes or no? You tell me, guys. Okay. Can SJS, let's do one thing. SJS, what is the full form, guys, we saw? Sharanya, Jayashri and Sweta. Let's say we'll take Sweta as one of the partners here. Okay. Sweta's subsidiary firm has her friend as the partner. Where is Sweta? Yes, tell your friend. Who's your friend? Name? T and Co. Okay. Tirupura Sundari, correct? Okay. Now let's say Sweta's friend or Sweta's sister is T and Co, which is a subsidiary firm. Okay. In which Sweta invested money and set up the firm. Now Sweta is the auditor of India Cements. Can T and Co do payroll service here? No. 144 is beautifully designed to restrict you and your related firms to provide other services to the company and its group. Are you understanding, guys? So what they are saying here, look at this. I will again repeat. For you understood the company, company holding and subsidiary. That's it. For firm also, firms holding, subsidiary and associate. All the firms. This is one more group. So we will call this as another group. So this group A, name it as this group A, cannot provide all the services under 144 to group B. That means when I include the entire group A, it includes all partners in this group. Correct? It includes all the partners in this group, guys. All the partners in SJS parent, subsidiary T and Co and associate. Are you following, guys? Clear? Any doubts, guys? Yes. See, subsidiary is not the subsidiary as per Companies Act. In partnership, let's say I am an investor, or I'm also, Sweta is also a partner in subsidiary, like that. In that terms, okay. Next, so follow, guys. So now look at this. Now you read these points, you will understand fully. Now follow. I will read the points. That one diagram will cover everything. Look at this. Such service shall not be rendered directly or indirectly to the company or its holding or subsidiary by the auditor, where the auditor is a firm. Let's focus on firm points only. We are focusing on our example, SJS, Sweta's firm. Okay, Sweta's firm. By the firm itself. Who is that? SJS and its partners or the parent firm. Are you following, guys? So SJS or SJS or the partners or parent firm of SJS cannot provide service to whom? India Cements. Next, basically group A cannot provide for. That diagram only I gave group A. Group A is this dabba here. On top, this is group B. Group A can't provide service to group B. Learn what is in group A, learn what is in group B, that's it, section over. This section is important for me because in this I can ask a lot of complicated sections, and unfortunately ICA has not yet tested this. Rest of the chapter which is senjirukam. He has tested 139, 140, 141, 143 many times. This section they have not tested in depth. They have tested directly. That means these are untested areas for new syllabus. Okay, fine. Next, look at second point. Group. Subsidiary or associate entity of the firm. Covered SJS or a subsidiary. Sweta's T and Co. Cleared, guys? Next, third point. Entity in which firm has significant influence. This let me add it to the group A. Now, some other entity. Okay. Now, not a CA firm. Let's say, let's call it some company. Let's say RCB Limited. Okay. It is a separate company. No CAs here. There are no CAs here. Let's say there are some engineers here. Okay. In this RCB Limited, Sweta has significant influence. What is significant influence? Preliminary chapter. Same. You in this company you have more than or equal to, or you control the business decisions under an agreement. Now my question is, can this RCB Limited provide services to India Cements? No. Are you understanding? See why this is happening? People are trying to create loopholes. This provision is to avoid that loophole. So what I will do, within this group A, let me add another entity. Our example here, RCB Limited, where the partners SJS has significant influence. So I will erase this part here. Because I'm adding to A. I added to A and I'm erasing it here. So it all stays inside the dabba. So we are introducing one more person in group A. Some other entity where the partners have significant influence. Are you all with me, guys? We are almost done with this. Next. Entity in which any partner of the firm has significant influence or control. Same RCB. So now they are introducing even control. So in RCB, either Sweta or the firm has what? Control or significant influence. You can't provide other service. Clear? Last point is done. Entity whose brand name or trademark is used by the firm or any of its partners. I'm repeating. Entity whose name or trademark brand is used by any of the partners. Sir, what do you mean by this? Let's say SJS is a famous firm in Chennai. They don't have presence in North India. Okay, they are present in South India. They are very famous. Let's say somebody is coming from Delhi and saying, I also want to start a franchise of SJS in Delhi in the same brand name. For which Sweta is saying, okay, you pay me one small share, you start in Delhi. Use my same brand name of SJS. Then can that entity be covered, guys? No. Same brand name or trademark is used. Trademark or brand name, that also gets covered under A. That's it. Are you following, guys? Clear? Let me summarize now. Are you all with me, guys? Hello. Let me summarize. Sir, in simple, Group A people can't provide 144 service to Group B. Who is in Group B? Group B. Company is holding or subsidiary. You can't provide this directly or indirectly. Who is in Group A? Simple. Firm. No, I am the firm, SJS, and the partners. You can't provide. My firms, parent, subsidiary, associate, and all the partners over here can't provide. And in some other entity, if the partner or the firm has control or significant influence, you can't provide these services. Are you understanding, guys? Clear? All of you with me? And brand and trademark. Same brand and trademark. Sir, no, this is for firm. What if the firm is an individual? Same points. Look at this. Auditor by himself or relatives, person connected or associated with that person, entity in which such individual has control or significant influence, entity whose trademark or brand is used. Repeat of the same dabba, but what will be missing here? That parent, subsidiary and associate. Same Group A, because it's not a firm, because it's individual. That parent, subsidiary, associate point alone is not considered. Are you understanding, guys? This is for exam. Now, for whatever I discussed here in Group A and Group B, this particular discussion is not yet tested. Those who are watching online, make a note. This area is not yet tested even once. What they have tested so far, this list is there. This list they will give in the question. Firm is providing internal audit, firm is providing outsourced audit or management services, you can't provide. That's it. Are you following, guys? Okay. So those who are making a note, all the recording students, I am aware for a few minutes you are not able to see. So pause, copy. Okay. Done, guys. Okay. What I'll do, this one I want to explain still these points, but not now. I will do it immediately in 5-10 minutes. Recording students, once you have made a note of this, watch the next recording.